Shh. I'm trying to find my center. All right, fine. I'll host the show if you insist. Do you ever find that it's hard to just find 5 minutes to decompress? 2018 is so demanding. There's always class, work, finals, deadlines, a YouTube audience waiting to be entertained by my magical charm and wit. Go away, real world stress. I need a minute. So today, we're bringing you 5 things to help you pause, chill, and find your zen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you after this title card. Google foods to de-stress, and the internet will give you tons of options for things like tonics, herbs, flowers. But let's be real, you're stressed out. You need to eat something. What are you gonna eat? Chocolate. You're gonna eat chocolate. The universe's gift to frazzled people everywhere. I don't know how anybody survived before the 19th century without a drawer full of Cadbury. So today we're making chocolate truffles, and to give it an actual kick, we are going to be adding some chilies. Start off with your chocolate in your bowl. We are going to mix in some heavy cream. You want to heat it up, but don't heat it up too much, otherwise it's going to form a skin on the top, and that is so weird. Hot, so be careful. Mix it in the bowl gently so you don't make a mess for your mom. So now we're gonna add in some spicy peppers. First, we're gonna put some cayenne in there, some paprika, some ancho pepper. Did you know that smelling chili peppers actually releases endorphins? And you know what endorphins do? They make you happy, people. It's good for your mouth and your mind. I'm gonna stick this in the fridge for about 5 minutes so it hardens up a little more. 5 minutes later. Wonderful. So now we are going to roll this in our cocoa. Take your hardened chocolate, roll it into balls about 1 inch, bigger or smaller, depending on how much size matters to you. All right, I'm just rolling it in the cocoa powder. Delicious. Now, if you are a fan of drinking your chocolate instead of eating it, that's cool. Just get yourself a glass of warm milk and pop one of these babies in there. It'll melt perfectly. And I'm so good to myself. True story. One time I was in an airport and the security lady asked me why, as a grown woman, I had so many coloring books. Because it relaxes me and your judgy demeanor is not helping me find my zen. So I started thinking, what other arts and crafts projects could I do that could help me find my center and still leave me with something to put on the fridge? So I found diamond paintings. It's like paint by numbers mixed with the bead art that you used to do as a kid. So they come in all of these cool patterns and designs, or some companies will let you do customizable ones. And they give you all these little diamonds, dump them into your tray, take your diamond pen, stick it in the diamond goop, pick one up, and put it down with the corresponding number. So relaxing and really quite beautiful when you're all finished. I don't know if you guys remember my gummy bear friend from the Don't Try This at Home episode. Gone is he to the trash, but forever in my heart, and one day on my fridge. This is what I look like when I get stressed out. It's coy, right? I'm sure that nobody can tell that I'm about to have a Liz Lemon style meltdown. So to handle my stress a little bit better and to stop sweating through all my clothes, I decided to make something that I can play with so I can focus and find some inner peace. I'm making a Zen garden. First thing you're gonna do is get a shadow box and take the back off. With a hot glue gun, we are going to glue the glass to the frame. Glue it all the way around the borders. Make sure you get every single nook and cranny because we are going to be putting sand in here and we don't want the sand spilling out. That would literally make our lives so much more stressful than they already are. I swear though, if I flip this over and all the sand goes flying out. Once you have glued down the glass to your frame, you're gonna fill it with sand. Oh, so hard. And I'm gonna put a little bit of green glitter in to represent, I don't know, weeds, because we all know that I'm not tending my garden as often as I should. So it looks cool. Once you put your sand in, you're going to put this piece back into the shadow box. Now what are we going to put into our amazing Zen garden? Rakes are really boring, so I'm gonna put trucks in there. Dump trucks, excavators. This kind of truck, I don't know what it is, but it's a truck. We are going to glue magnets to the bottom of our trucks. If you guys have watched our very first episode, Adulting, you will know that magnets and I do not have the best relationship. But I am ready to mend old qualms if you guys are. They say we're good. Ugh. Put the glue on the truck. Put a magnet on the bottom. Stick it in the sand. You wanna make sure that you put them upside down because we are going to be flipping the box over. These little trucks are 1 inch and the shadow box is 1.5 inches. So here's hoping that I know how to use a ruler and that I measured correctly, because if you put something in there that's too big, it's not gonna fit. So now we're gonna stick the back of this onto our shadow box and then go over with another heavy duty run of hot glue. I'm gonna glue the shit out of it so no sand comes out, because that would be so stressful. Get it in the cracks, get it in the holes. No sand on the floor. I'm gonna take a step back from this and pray that it works. Yeah! Now, you could take some magnets and draw them all across the little Zen farm. This is actually really relaxing. Now, every time I get stressed, this is what I look like. It's a much better look, right? I've got a hack for your mind, body, and soul. So to get the vibe extremely relaxed, we are going to start off by making a calming pot potpourri. You're gonna take some grapefruit and some lemon, slice it up, and stick it in some boiling water. Did you know that just smelling citrus can actually bump your energy and alertness? Now I'm gonna add a little bit of dried lavender because we all know that lavender is the OG calming scent. Now make sure that you keep your water level high because you don't want anything to burn. But the best part about this is when it simmers down a little bit, you've got yourself a delicious, calming citrus lavender tea. So chill. Moving on to body. So if you guys are anything like me, you get horrible, horrible tension headaches. So what's one great way to rub them out? With a tennis ball, duh. So just take it and focus on all those spots that are really giving you pain. I can just rub this on my forehead, on my feet, if I've been standing on them all day. It fits in your purse, it's totally non-conspicuous, and you don't have to pay any money for this massage. Personal massages all day, every day. Moving on to mind. Now we all get in our own heads sometimes, right? Maybe what I'm thinking isn't valid. Maybe I'm upset about something. What if you could write down everything you were feeling and it just went away? And I'm not talking about like your sister finds it in the trash 2 days later and then saves it for the rest of your life away. Journal down what you're thinking. Write your feelings, any intentions that you have. You can be honest because even though we're writing this in ink, this is not gonna be permanent. I'm gonna write something secret to myself. And once you've got it, rip it out of your journal. And light it on fire. Watching your troubles burn away is the definition of cathartic. I'm sure you guys are thinking, Zen, app. She's gonna talk about a meditation app. And you know what? It really stresses me out that you guys think I would be so predictable. So to wind things down, I'm going to use Accupressure, an app that tells me where all the pressure points are in my body so I can release that tension and ease my nerves. Yeah, you could just Google pressure points, but this app has everything in one place and it lets you choose your specific needs, like I have a headache because I've gotten no sleep, or my feet hurt because I've been standing on them all day shooting the best show on YouTube. For when your nerves are loosey-goosey, there's Fabulous. It calls itself a science-based app, but basically it just helps you maintain and develop healthy and effective habits and rituals, like drinking enough water or getting enough sleep, so you can live your most fabulous life. You guys are still here? I've told you everything I know about chilling out. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and bring me some inner peace.